If you're looking for a device to buy or upgrade to play Fortnite Mobile, then this guide may just help you on your journey. P here, and I'm covering devices that I believe can run Fortnite Mobile in a time where it's most demanding performance-wise, for good FPS and input delay. For the criteria, I tried to choose devices that are decently affordable. Some of them are a little higher priced, but that is a sacrifice for performance, and that have the 8 Gen 3 or higher chip for Android. I used Mobile to research the specs of these devices and recommend anyone else looking into upgrading, especially with Android, to check out the site. For Apple, I chose devices that have proven to have good performance through gameplay that you yourself can check and find on YouTube. This video will be split into two sections: the best devices, which are devices that have proven to run Fortnite well through gameplay you can find on YouTube, or trusted brands with devices that have ran at Fortnite Mobile well in the past, and the wild cards, devices with little to no Fortnite Mobile gameplay on YouTube, and usually being from China, but potentially cheaper and maybe even better than the best devices. I'll get more into the latter later, but let's start with the former, the best devices. First on the list is one I bet many of you could guess and are familiar with, the iPad Pro M4. This is probably one of the most common devices you'll see people playing with on YouTube, such as Chilleed or Ducky the Gamer, and for good reason. It consistently runs pretty much hard 120 FPS, probably the best out of any other devices I've seen, and the specs are listed here. This device is going for at lowest around $900 where I'm at, the States. Potentially lower if you can secure it open box, which means the device has been returned, but is still in good condition. So be on the lookout for open box devices. For the best Android tablet, we have the Redmagic Nova. I can personally vouch the FPS on this device is really good, as you can see in this gameplay running in the background and in any of my videos that I've recently made. To my knowledge, this is the strongest Android tablet out there and is able to hold a decent 120 FPS in game and especially good 120 FPS in reload and OG. The specs are as listed. And the device starts at $499 to purchase. Unfortunately, at the filming of this video, it is out of stock in the States, but it is definitely worth looking into when it returns, inevitably, hopefully. Next up, the Redmagic 10 Pro. The last three devices in Redmagic's phone series, the 7, 8, and 9 Pro, have all been able to run 120 FPS on Fortnite well, and I don't expect different from Redmagic's most recent edition. Real Reminisce has gameplay of this device in his channel. Go check him out. Only creator I know of that has this device. And it is the first Redmagic device to rock the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, as you can see here with its specs. Unlike the Nova, this is available in the States at the filming of this video for $649 US, which I believe to be insane value and a good deal compared to other devices with the 8 Elite chip, whether in China or global, that go for as much as $1,500. Whew, way too much in my opinion. We're back with Apple backing their most recent phone installment, the iPhone 16 Pro. This device has been used by a YouTuber named Biani14FNM, and at least in the scope of reload, seems to run the game well. OG Fortnite as well. The specs of this device are as follows. And this device seems to be more on the pricey side, coming off on Apple's website at $1,000. I do believe that if you can look for open box deals, as with the M4, you can probably find this device for a little cheaper than that. Now, for the final of the best devices, the OnePlus 13. From word of mouth, I've heard that this device is good and can handle 120 FPS, and the specs give me the belief that this device is worth it, especially that 8 Gen Elite processor. Like the iPhone 16 Pro, this device is a little more expensive, coming in at $899 US, but OnePlus devices have ran well enough in the past, and with the specs of this one, I think it's chilling. Now for the fun part of the video, the wild cards. As I said earlier, these are devices that are harder to research and buy, but may be better than the best devices for a more affordable price. I recommend looking into these if you live outside of EU, where Android devices are more of a necessity. It is also worth noting that to get these devices at max performance, you may have to root, especially if it's an Android device, which all of them are. So if you're into that, this section might just be even more for you. To buy these devices, I recommend using Giztop, as it seems to be the easiest site to access them on, buy them from. The devices are also very affordable compared to the other websites, making it even more worth it. They offer a 2-year warranty on the devices, which is crazy in my opinion, so if you buy one and don't like it, you can return the device. Since a lot of these devices are based in China, shipping may take longer, but they offer an express shipping option as well to help with that as well, make the shipping time go down a little bit, which you can check out. To buy these devices, you have to make an account on the website, but it's no hassle. And I once again believe this to be the best way to buy the wildcard devices. One final thing before we start this section, if you choose to buy one of these wildcard devices or have bought one of these wildcard devices, let me know in the comments below and I'll try to contact you on Discord. We need more device variety in the FNM comm. A lot of the players play the same type of devices. And if you're willing to take this step, this risk, me and the peeps from my server can help out with the optimizing side of things. Once again, if you buy one of these devices, let me know in the comments below. Starting off this list is a device I feel has high potential. The Redmi K80 Pro, which at the filming of this video is rumored and could potentially already be released globally as the Poco F7 Pro or Ultra. The latter part of that sentence builds some interest in the device for me if it releases globally, as Poco is usually good with making powerful phones pretty affordable. In its Chinese version, the Redmi is very strong, as you can see with these specs. And extremely good value-wise, like crazy good for a Snapdragon 8 Elite device, coming in at only $549 USD with shipping. This may be one of the more higher potential risks you can take out of the wildcards, and the idea of the device excites me. Next up, the Realme, I don't know how to pronounce that, GT7 Pro, which for some reason sells cheaper as a racing edition. If any mobile device gurus know the exact reason why the racing edition is cheaper in the comments, let me know. But once again, this device, it looks insane from a value perspective. These are the specs. 8 Elite chip present again, and the device sells for $500 with the racing model edition and $550 for the base model. That value with the 8 Elite sounds absolutely unbelievable and is once again enough to raise my personal interest. Thrice fold, we have the OnePlus Ace 5, a trusted brand but 4-in-2 FNM device. This is the first device of the wildcards with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 instead of the Elite, but its specs are pretty decent in my opinion. The price tag is the appeal of this device, $369 before shipping. What? This seems like insanely good value for a 8 Gen 3 device that can potentially run Fortnite Mobile well at 120 FPS. So if you want a cheaper wildcard device, at least in comparison to the others, this might be your bet. Fourth is garlic bread to bread, the Ace 5 Pro. This is the stronger version of the device and includes the Snapdragon 8 Elite chip and an extremely high Antutu score as seen here with the specs. The craziest part about this device is it is currently $479, which almost feels too good to be true. If the specs align with performance, this device may be the best value-wise out of the whole entire video. But as with the former 3 wildcards, its lack of Fortnite Mobile gameplay on YouTube makes it a bit risky. Fifth, we have the iQOO Neo 10. This is another 8 Gen 3 device with specs listed as below. It costs $399 on Giztop before shipping and is an extremely solid device value-wise for those who want an 8 Gen 3 chip phone. Fortnite Mobile gameplay on this brand overall is scarce though, I haven't seen a lot, so tread carefully, as you probably would already guess. Now, for the 6th and final device, what I believe to be the true wild card, the iQOO Neo 10 Pro. A glance at this device and it seems to be extremely powerful. 3 million on AnTuTu score. But if you didn't notice it already, it has a Dimensity 9400 chip. From what I've heard, Fortnite is moreover optimized for Snapdragon chips, so using this chip may lead to performance issues. But this is one of the few devices with the 9400, I think literally the only one. The strongest chip Dimensity offers, which is said to rival 8 Elite's chip strength. So it's on par with the Snapdragon 8 Elite. If you want to take the risk, the device comes at $40 less than the cheapest 8 Elite device, $439, but may, keyword may, be able to compete on par with it. It's not confirmed, but maybe, just maybe it will. With that being said, that's all I got. If you plan to buy or have bought any of these devices after seeing the guide, let me know in the comments. It's always cool to see mobile players upgrade, and thank you for watching the video all the way through. If you'd like to support me, code PERSUP in the Fortnite Mobile item shop. Peace.